Welcome to the first episode of Take One.
We have lots of stories for you guys today.
But first, Remy is going to tell us about some missing landmarks.
Hi guys. So, the mysterious case of missing Boise State landmarks has continued. Over the weekend, the Bronco statue has been added to the list of stolen items. This all began last week on Monday with the strange disappearance of the large welcome banner on the north side of the Student Union building facing the Communications building. Most students and staff figured it was being replaced with an updated version, but later a Bronco alert was issued asking for the assistance of the Boise State community in helping find the person or persons responsible. 2 days later on Wednesday, campus security reported to a break-in at one of the maintenance buildings. After searching the building, it was found that the person or persons responsible for the break-in had taken the Excellence Bell, which was actually being stored in the building until the construction of its new home in the quad. With the most recent stolen item being a long-standing statue, campus security has stepped up the amount of active security officers in an attempt to combat the thieves. If you have any information related to these stolen items, you are highly encouraged to contact campus security or the Boise Police.
How much do you want to bet these are all pranks?
I mean, that's just kind of the obvious thing, but I feel like you could probably get a lot of money for the Excellence Bell.
I'm thinking the priceless object is going to be the welcome banner.
That's true, that's
Boise
true,
State
that's
welcome
true.
banner. I know a lot of people wanting to get their hands on that one. Anyways, we're actually going to toss it back to Remy now so she can tell us about her new series, Boise Bites.
Hey guys, it's been a while. We're so excited to bring you our new and upcoming teaser for the food miniseries, Boise Bites. In this series, the crew takes to the streets to find the best bites in Boise. Let's see what the crew found this week.
Ready, Joe?
Yeah.
Okay, action.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Joe.
And this is Boise Bites, the mini-series where we find the best bites in Boise.
Due to our immense amounts of research, we have 1, 2, 3 locations to try out.
French fries.
Hell yeah.
Let's go eat some fries.
So, if you're a fry fanatic, a foodie, or live in the Boise area, make sure to tune into our show on our YouTube channel at the end of this week.
Thanks, Remy. I am pretty excited to watch that show, although I can't say that I'm going to go to any of the places they went because I actually hate fries.
That's kind of weird,
Yeah.
to be honest.
I mean, I'll still support and watch the show, but never been a fry person.
All right, next up, Joe is going to tell us about the epidemic of open carrying swords.
Hello. With the most recent ban on all firearms in the United States, there's been a new trend with people open carrying swords. This comes in the wake of newly passed legislation allowing persons over the age of 18 to openly carry swords in public places. These places also include universities. Some students have begun to use this to show their affiliation with certain groups on campus by having certain style swords or having certain colored scabbards. This new influx has also raised the issue of what constitutes a sword and if it's allowed to be carried on campus grounds. The school has used the federal rules constituting a sword in the places and style in which they can be carried. All swords must be visible and are not allowed to be concealed in any manner. The university has also implemented a zero-tolerance policy on any unsanctioned duels on campus grounds. However, the university has talks of offering classes to teach and promote proper sword handling. With this class, it could give way to a larger audience of fencing or freestyle sword duels, which have been growing at other universities and even becoming full varsity sports.
Are you a sword owner?
I actually have one above my bed, but
Oh wow!
yeah, I
That's
don't
a
really know how to
little-
use it though.
That's a little much, I think, to have it up,
Oh,
above the bed. I personally own 9.
okay, so I guess my one is worse than yours.
I mean, I guess if yours is above your bed, then you are a little more into it than me.
Whatever. This week I went out to see how much students actually know about Boise State, or more specifically, university television productions. Let's see how well they did. What's BSU's school mascot's name? What is it? Do you know?
I don't know.
Do you even go to the school?
I do.
West of the Bronco?
Okay. Do you know what UTP is?
No.
Do you know what UTP is?
Sorry?
UTP?
No, I don't.
What does it stand for?
University Television Production?
Okay, here you go. University Television Production.
I don't.
Are you gonna watch it?
Sure, maybe.
Nope.
Why not?
Because I don't want to.
Why?
Because I got.
What the You're gonna be on it.
Okay, cool.
Hi.
UTP.
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 Are you gonna watch it?
No.
University Television Production? No. Okay, bye. UTP? UTP. UTP.
That was extremely aggressive.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of embarrassing for us, isn't it?
I mean, I don't think that was necessarily the best way to represent us, but whatever you gotta do. Recently, one of our very own Take One members, Doug Mason, went out to talk to one of the most common groups here on campus, the Californians. Let's take a look at what he found.
Picture this. It's your first day of class, and as you're getting to know your peers, you realize that the majority of them hail from California. But wait a second. There's no palm trees outside, and it's definitely not 75 degrees. So what is it that attracts California students up here to BSU? Is it the tuition, mountains, maybe that dry air that you can't get anywhere else? Or does BSU offer something that Hollywood does not?
My family lived in California their whole lives as my parents were growing up, my grandparents, etc. And they really wanted a better life for themselves. At least this is how I understand it, right? For themselves, and then also a safe environment to raise a family and to raise children. And so we relocated.
With WUI and just being able to pay in state versus how much you have to pay in California, that alone is a great reason for so many people to come up.
It's a lot cheaper, and I wanted to experience the seasons and just get away from the beach a little bit.
Yeah, mine is pretty much the same thing, and like schools in California are really overcrowded, and I felt like the class size is way smaller here and it's cheaper.
Certainly. I feel that when I first arrived at Boise State, there was a much higher percentage of students who were from Idaho specifically, and we have actually, in my mind, increased the number of students who come from a variety of other states. I've seen more students from Washington, more students from Oregon in recent years, but notably a larger percentage of students from California.
Based on the most recent U.S. Census Bureau data, of the 80,000 new Idaho residents of 2016, 17,000 of them came from California.
My perception is the number of students in those classes who say they're from the Bay Area or Los Angeles area, and especially like Orange County. There's a much more visible presence of students from those areas now than there was 10 years ago. I have no doubt about that.
Yeah, like all my roommates are from California. There's some people from my high school that go here. I think people are just attracted to like the better way of life.
I think because there's so many students that came from California, naturally, I'm pretty sure most of the sororities have a solid chunk of Californians. So.
Yeah.
Among the notable reasons for California students to attend BSU, one of the most common is to get away from the big city and adjust to a simpler lifestyle.
I think for many students who are coming from another location, it's a different kind of environment. We have a large number of students, again, from the Bay Area and Southern California who have had kind of a fast-paced, bigger city life most of their experience, most of their growing up. And I think for many of them, it's just a little different, and looking for something different is kind of fun at the age of going to college.
I honestly think it's going to be positive because everybody's moving here because they like the culture here and the atmosphere here. So if anything, I think it'll just bring out the best parts of it and just grow it more, get more eyes focused on it, more money and more economy flowing through here. So I don't think Boise getting bigger and getting an influx of people from like California and Washington and Utah is necessarily a bad thing. I just think the reasons they're coming here are because it's such a great city in the first place. So yeah.
Right? Like to be exposed to different cultures, to be exposed to different people. That's the whole point, to become well-rounded by the time that you graduate.
Well, it is now official. Boise State is California students' next stop. However, I see this shedding a lot of positive light for the School of Boise State and on Boise in general.
I don't know, what do you think, Sky? Have you noticed like a lot of California students here? I know a lot of people say that they're like infesting Idaho.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's also interesting that Doug chose to do that, considering he's also from California, but
I think that was part of the reason. He's trying to like represent California, like shine it in a good light. I just know that whenever I meet someone like in a new class or something and I ask where they're from, I always am mentally prepping to hear the words Orange County. Because that's pretty much the only place they're from.
Yep, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm from Idaho, so like.
Yeah, same. It's cool to meet some surfer people though, you know?
Yeah,
rather
for
than
sure,
just people who shoot guns and farm. Good culture shock.
Well, that's all we have for you this week.
We hope you guys enjoyed our show, and we'll see you next time.